Seeing the message, "No boot device found," on your Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC. While it's no minor issue, this is actually one of the most common startup errors, and in most cases, it's completely fixable. In this video, we'll walk you through exactly how to fix the "No boot device found" error step by step, explain why it happens, and show you how to recover your files if Windows still won't start. So, what does the "No bootable devices found" error actually mean? When your computer starts, it looks for the master boot record, or MBR, on your drive. That's the very first sector on the disk, and it contains all the instructions Windows needs to boot up. If your computer can't detect the drive with this boot information, it shows the "No boot device found" message. Now, if you've already tried basic checks like reconnecting the drive, testing it on another PC, restarting, and making sure all physical connections are solid and still nothing works, don't worry. We've put together a simple tutorial with a few methods to help you fix the error. Method 1. Check if your system drive is first in the boot order. To do that, restart your PC and press the key that opens the BIOS, usually F2, F12, delete, or escape, depending on your motherboard. Once you're in the BIOS, look for an option called boot order or boot sequence. Make sure the drive that has Windows installed is at the top of the list. If it's not, move it up, save the changes, and restart your computer. If the boot order is fine but you still see the "No boot device found Windows 10" or "No boot device found Windows 11" message, then that's not the root cause. In that case, let's move on to the next method. Method 2. Create Windows Installation Media Tool. For this, you'll need another working computer. Download the appropriate tool from Microsoft's official website, depending on whether you're using Windows 10 or Windows 11. You'll find direct links in the description below. Select your Windows version, architecture, language, and hit Next. Once it's ready, you can use this USB to boot into Windows and access the command prompt for the repair steps. First, type "Shack disk C, R, X" and press Enter. Most of the time, your system disk is C, but if it's different in your case, replace the letter with the correct one. This command scans your drive for errors and repairs them if possible. If that didn't work, the problem might be that your primary partition isn't marked as active. We can fix that as well. Method 3. Mark the primary partition as active. In the CMD console, type "diskpart," then list disk. This will show all the drives connected to your computer. Now select disk 0 and press Enter. For most systems, disk 0 is the main drive where Windows is installed. If you have multiple drives, double-check the size to make sure you're selecting the right one. Next, type "list partition" and select partition 1. Usually, the system partition is number 1, but look for the one labeled "System Reserved" to confirm. Finally, type "active" and press Enter. This marks the partition as active, so your PC knows where to boot from. All you need to do now is restart your computer. Oh, and don't forget to remove the bootable USB before it restarts. However, if you weren't so lucky and none of the methods worked in your case, your next step should be data recovery. The Windows 10 11's "No bootable device" error often happens because of bad sectors or logical corruption, but in most cases, your files are still there. One of the easiest ways to get your files back is by using a data recovery tool. But since you can't boot into your system normally, you'll need a workaround to actually use it. You have two options here. First, you can use a disk enclosure to remove your internal drive and connect it to another working computer. Or, you can boot your PC from a live USB, install a data recovery tool there, and recover the data directly without removing the drive. Once the drive is connected to a working computer, the recovery process is simple. Download and install a data recovery app. In this tutorial, we'll use Disk Drill. It's been around for a long time and is a very reliable tool. You'll find the link to it in the description of this video. Open it, select the disk that isn't booting, and click Search for lost data. If it asks you to choose a scan mode, Go with Universal Scan for the best results. When the scan is done, click Review Found Items. You can expand the existing section to view files that are still on the drive. To see files that were deleted earlier, open the Deleted or Lost and Reconstructed sections. Use the checkboxes to select the files you want to save, then click the Recover button at the bottom right. Finally, choose a safe location on a different drive and click Next. Never restore the data back to the problematic disk. Disk Drill will then recover your files, so you don't lose anything important even if Windows refuses to start. While you're in the app, you might also want to check the SMART monitoring feature. It can show you detailed information about your drive's health and highlight potential problems. This can help you understand if the disk is safe to keep using. Also, if during your recovery attempts you hear clicking or whirring sounds from your drive, stop using it right away. It's safest to disconnect the drive and reach out to a professional data recovery service. Physical damage isn't something you can really fix at home, and every extra attempt to access the drive can make things worse or even cause permanent data loss. In these cases, letting professionals handle it is the safest move. We hope this video was helpful. But if you found any of the steps confusing or have additional questions, just leave a comment below. We'll be glad to help. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future tutorials. We aim to make troubleshooting Windows errors and data recovery as simple and clear as possible, so your feedback really helps us improve.